Hello everyone out there in the vinyl community, it's Loonacy here doing my first ever thread video. Basically this thread is going to be your listening station kind of area and the equipment you're using to play your vinyl. I've been watching a lot of videos out there and seeing a lot of stuff played, haven't really seen a lot of how it's getting played, what it's being played through, things like that. So I thought I'd throw out a thread here and see if anybody would respond and show what they're listening their vinyl to, or their digital music, or their CDs, or whatever it is, just their whole listening area, if you will. Real quick, what's playing in the background? Top 80 Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes. So, basically what I'm looking for is just kind of show what kind of turntables, receivers, things like that, speakers. If you're really, some of this stuff may be technical to some of it may be, I may sound like an idiot to some because I'm not as advanced as everybody else. There's some people out there, I'm sure, with some very, very good systems, very high-end systems. Mine I would consider a moderate system that I love. It's taking me a while to tweak it correctly, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. So I'll do a quick break here and I'll come back with just the video of my equipment. Alright everybody, I'm back. I'm going to start off with my turntable, which is a Technics SL1500, kind of 80s style here. It is a fully manual direct drive. That's the only downfall I would say, is that it's completely manual. I do have another turntable in another room that's a little bit it's automatic and it'll repeat and stuff like that, but this does sound very, very good. It has an older MA282 cartridge, which is considered a microacoustics 282. Didn't know much about it at first, did some research, really like the sound of it at this point, love it. I actually purchased a higher-end, I purchased a Project Debut 3 turntable, and it did not hold a candle to this one at all, so I actually returned it. I will probably be upgrading at some point, but for now, this has been very, very good for me. Go down a little bit lower here. I have that going into a pretty inexpensive phono preamp. It's a TCC 760 LC. I do like the fact that it has a gain on there and it can do both style of cartridges. And that is probably my weakest link right now. That will be my first upgrade, I would say. That is running into my Peachtree Audio Deco 2. This, I will say, is wonderful. As you can see right there, that it has a tube preamp that you can turn on or off. With it on, it smooths things out quite a bit. Really good for jazz, blues, any type of rock. I usually leave it off. It has a couple auxiliary ports, optical, coaxial, and a USB in, which is very, very handy. It has a very good DAC, a digital analog conversion or converter in it that I will talk a little bit about later, which is very, very good. I also have a very old Pioneer 6-disc changer that I rarely use, but occasionally I will do that, along with my monitor that runs all my digital stuff, my iTunes or whatever type of music programs you're running, down here with my computer with a 3 terabyte hard drive that holds all my digital music, which is, I run an all lossless format through Apple, same as FLAC format if anybody knows that, but again, I rarely use a lot of the digital. I'm mostly playing vinyl, but my vinyl collection is relatively small in comparison to some people on here, so I still do some digital stuff. All that is fed into my speakers. They are Bowers & Wilkins 685 bookshelves on stands, of course. Cannot say enough good things about these speakers. I had some Klipsch tower speakers that these destroyed. Very, very great sound. They have a forward port, so you can put them very close to the wall and not lose bass or sound quality, if you will. Love them a lot. There is a Next Step Up CM series of Bowers & Wilkins that are a big price jump, but very big jump in sound as well. So if you're in the market for some bookshelves, I recommend the 685s or even the CM series if you have the cash. Down here, hope it doesn't get flooded too much by the light. The Paradigm PDR-12 sub, which I found on Craigslist actually for a very, very good price. And I've been very happy with it. Filled out my sound completely. One thing I wanted to mention again about the Deco 2, the Peachtree Audio Deco 2, the USB in. I have that desktop I showed earlier, and it's directly fed into this Peachtree. Well, that old Dell desktop has a horrible DAC. Well, as soon as you plug anything into the Peachtree, it automatically converts it to the actual unit's DAC, which is very good. So it cleans up that digital sound a lot. So that's kind of my basic system here. I really like it. I have it in a pretty small bedroom that I use as my listening station. I don't know if it matters, but the shelving system is from IKEA. Really like it. Has everything I need. Couple doors down there to hold whatever else for storage. So that is my system. Now I'll break here for a second and come back. Okay, so that is my system in a nutshell. I will say sometimes I love listening to the Bowers & Wilkins. They're wonderful, but sometimes, whether it's the wife in your one ear and your child in the other ear, sometimes it can be hard to hear, and all you really want to do is listen to that music. So I do also have a couple sets of headphones that I'd like to show. And I would encourage anybody else to show them as well, because audiophiles are weird about all the equipment they have, and I am definitely one of those. So I'm going to show you a couple of the headphones that I have also. First set I have are the Sennheiser HD 555s. They are a over-the-ear, open format, which means this back panel right here is mesh. Metal mesh, but it's hollow. So with these, they do have very good sound clarity, but you'll have a lot of sound leaking out of here because the back of the speaker is open, so the isolation isn't that great, but they do sound really, really good. They're really good for blues, jazz, easier listening stuff, and I got them at a very, very good price. They had a special on them on the website that I had found, and they're very, very good price, so couldn't pass them up. And I really do like Sennheiser. If you're into headphones, I like Sennheiser. But the majority of my listening is through these. If I'm using headphones, it is definitely going to be through these. These are the Denon HD 5000s. They do make a higher end 7000. These are a over-the-ear closed. And actually, it's kind of hard to tell, but they are wood cups. The cups on these are actually wood, so they have very, very good sound coming through these. Isolation on these is pretty darn good. I can listen to them in bed, my wife laying right next to me, have my music up pretty loud, and she can hear it, but it's not enough to disturb her. So they do not isolate completely, but they do a very good job, and the sound quality is amazing. You are going to spend a little bit more money than those Sennheisers on these. These are going to cost quite a bit of money. You can get them usually at a pretty good deal. If you can get them around $400, then you're getting a pretty good deal on these. Love them. Highly recommend them for listening through iPods, or they can be pushed by pretty much anything. 32 ohms, so they can be pushed by pretty much anything, and they sound fantastic. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I just wanted to throw out what I'm listening to myself through, kind of how I listen to it. I'm really excited to see what some of y'all are using out there. If you have any ideas or anything you think I should improve, or something that you may have some more knowledge on, let me know. Until then, thanks for watching. Keep watching for my thread update. Should be coming anytime soon. My vinyl update, excuse me. And until then, see you later.